pretty damn sure that this is recording me. I've never used this to record. And if you can see me... Okay, well, this is David Smith. Just got off work, went to get a Mac at McDonald's. And now I'm at Smith's, and I got me a nice strawberry shortcake. And I came upon this story in my news feed, and I wanted to talk about it. Now, I know Nerdette's newsstand has been doing a lot about it, but I guess this just barely came out. It says, revealed. The text that Amber Heard's legal team hope will prove ex-husband Johnny Depp beat her as she flies to London to appear in court. Okay. Now, I am under the assumption that these texts, I haven't read the story yet, but I'm sure they're the texts that say when Johnny was texting his friend, he was in the movie The Tourist with him. I can't really remember. But he was texting, ranting, and he said he was like super drunk and super high on pills. So let's read deeper. Their court is supposed to do on March 23rd and 10 days long, well, depending on the jury. About the son. This is where it gets tricky, because how the hell did the son get 70,000 of Johnny's texts? This is a question that no one's asking. How the hell did they get that? Are the laws different in freaking... I don't understand how they can just get 70,000 of these texts. And I hope that Johnny's lawyer will ask this question. How the hell did they get 70,000 of Johnny's personal texts? Crucial to outcome will be 2 previously published exchanges of text messages. As Amber Heard waited for husband Johnny Depp, she felt excited for the romantic weekend. Okay, it looks like this is when he was during the filming of Black Mass. And they talk about what happened next as the heart of his libel battle against the Sun. Depp is suing the newspaper over articles he claims basically said that he is a wife beater. Now, here are the pictures. You all know her makeup. Multiple times have people said that no injuries were seen. I mean, you could watch her on... Oh my gosh, I'm having a brain fart. What's his name? Son of a bitch. Anyway, he's a night... Oh my God, this is embarrassing. A night show host. Oh my gosh, I'm embarrassed. I am so embarrassed. It's because I watch him too. I think he's funny. Anyway, she was on his show, and of course she was smiling, laughing. She had the lipstick on, perfect. Everything was going fine. And yet the night before, Johnny headbutted her, dragged her by the hair, busted open her lip. And the cops that came to the scene, they testified, which was allowed by the judge, they testified that nothing was seen. No evidence of foul play was seen. Depp insisted the when the messages were first discovered in 2016, Depp's side insisted they were doctored. Yeah, they're the texts that say he was going to drown her, then burn her, then fuck her corpse to make sure she's dead, which is awful. And I am ashamed of him for saying that. However, he was drop dead drunk, high on acid, ecstasy, whatever the hell else you want to put in there. And he was venting to his friend out of anger. And I'm sure there's a shit ton of people who vent angry stuff to their friends, stuff that they don't mean. I mean, that's what venting is. And nothing came of it. He also said after he sent the text after, that he couldn't hurt Amber. He couldn't hurt her. So in reading that, it's like, okay, that was just a venting session. Pretty much going to a psychologist and venting. I mean, wow, whoop-de-doo. The judge has given Depp 4 days to hand over all audio recordings and his medical records. That's interesting. His medical records. I don't know why. Maybe for the fucking finger that Amber chopped off. The Sun's legal... okay. Heard claims Depp was drunk and physically abusive to her during that flight from Boston to Los Angeles. I also heard that she said that Johnny threw a freaking airplane chair at her. He became the Hulk, ripped that sumbitch out of the airplane, and chucked it at her. Okay. Sorry, I'm reading. Let's go back. However, the Suns legal team here last week given the go-ahead to use them. Physically abusive towards her, I guess that is when he threw the phone and she got her phone and said, "Stop, Johnny, stop, 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 stop." And that IO thing person, I don't know what to call it. He or her, she, them, hi, he, it, called the police on him. And I think that this person, IO, has serious issues and is involved in this thing in more ways than we know. Maybe IO was abusive, did something. Maybe Amber did something to IO, and Johnny is the scapegoat. Depp's assistant, she texted Depp's assistant, Stephen Deuters, saying, "Look, he thinks he doesn't deserve this. Obviously, he has no idea what he did or to the extent that he did it. If someone was truly honest with him and about how bad it really was, he'd be appalled. The man Johnny is would be humiliated, and definitely wouldn't say to me that he doesn't deserve it. I'm sad that he doesn't have a better way to really know the severity of his actions yesterday. Unfortunately for me, I remember in full detail everything that happened. Uh-huh. Yep, sure you do, Amber. Sure you do. I wonder how long it took you to sit down and write all this shit down to make it all up. Allegedly. Mr. Duders replied, "It was disgusting and he knows it," later adding, "He was appalled when I told him he kicked you. He cried." Wow. Wow. On May 30, Johnny sent a series of texts to friend and fellow actor Paul Bettany. That's who I'm talking about. This is where he's talking about doing all the drugs and the pills and basically saying that he's going to do those things to Amber. And yet he said in his next text that he wasn't going to do anything. And apparently nothing came of it. So everyone gets pissed off. Everyone says shit they don't mean. I mean, everyone's human, even Johnny Depp. Even Johnny. David Sherborne, Depp's lawyer, said in a message, "It is denied he had been drinking heavily, and the entire account of what happened on that flight is denied. But a legal source close to Heard last night claimed this text undermines that pleaded case. The Mail on Sunday can also reveal that Depp's legal team has questioned Heard's mental state by comparing her to the unstable character Amy Dunne, played by..." Oh. Well, yeah, I can see that. I mean, she's a loose cannon. Yeah. We know what the movie is. There are more tapes to come. Ah, so she's saying that there's more, just to get the media salivating, because this has been such a one-sided witch hunt against Johnny. I mean, Amber Heard said that she only hit him once and it was good for good reason. Now, flip the tables. If a man said in the courtroom, "I only smacked the bitch once, but it was for good reason," what do you think would happen? Yeah, justice for all, justice is blind, my ass. The court hearing will see Heard testify against Depp for the first time since she claimed he beat her during their relationship. She faces having to repay the £5 million she received from him when they... Is that pounds? I think so. She received from him when they finalized their divorce in January 2017. Is that the reason she was willing to allegedly lie under oath? So she doesn't have to repay the $5 million? Is that it? Under the terms of the settlement, she was prevented from ever talking about the relationship. So it was an NDA. And if she talks about it, she'll have to... Okay. So it was an NDA. If she wanted to share details with the police, she would have to tell Depp. Okay, when she was asked to testify against Depp by the Sun, he refused to release her from the terms of the settlement. It means she risks a high financial penalty for speaking out. despite donating the money to charities. One friend said there was no other option. Depp has also been ordered to give his medical records, which reveal he has a full-time nurse. That's interesting. His lawyers have won the right to feature audio recordings of Heard, which are said to feature her talking about hitting Depp. Representatives for the actor did not respond to a request to comment. Well, those recordings of her are evidence of what she did. And she's saying it point blank that she did it. She's confessing. And yet, going on the Late Show, I still can't remember his name, and I'm forever embarrassed. Going on something Corrigan's Late Show. Full makeup, nothing on her lip, laughing. The cops, in testimony, say that they saw nothing. Her makeup lady said that she was lying. Her friends coming out on the side of Johnny. Her parents coming out on the side of Johnny. Yeah, Amber and this IO person are in on this deeper than we understand. And it is interesting to say that Elon Musk, I don't know much about the Elon Musk picture or what happened there, but giving her history and what she does and her getting physical and throwing shit, it makes sense about the stories and the allegations against her with that. Anyway, that's my little video on this Daily Mail story that just showed up on my timeline. So I just wanted to share that and give you my 2 cents about it. And I'd love for it if you give this video a thumbs up, become a subscriber of mine, and hey, give me your opinion on what you think. I'd really appreciate it. And I am really rooting for Johnny to get through this tough time. Prayers are out there, Johnny. All right, guys. Thanks. See you next time. Bye.